God's ways are not our ways. Trusting in God's providence, God's plan, God's perfect good timing, being patient, allowing God to continue working in us and blessing us at His own perfect timing, not the time that we all want and wish and crave to be. God has His own perfect timing, and His timing is the best. Dear friends, in today's liturgy, we get inspiration from the book of Genesis, chapter 41 and 42, and the book of the Gospels of Matthew, chapter 10. And we get inspiration, especially from the first reading, where we see Joseph rejected, ejected, thrown away by his own brothers. How painful it can be that in the family, our own real brothers throw us away, eject us, they abandon us. The greatest pain is to feel abandoned, rejected. This is what Joseph went through. Are you among those who are ejecting and rejecting your brothers at home? Or you are among those who are doing the best you can to accept your brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers as they are? At home, there are people, our brothers and sisters have strength, but they also have weaknesses. They have strength to learn from them so that they can learn from us. They have weaknesses so that we together help them come out of those weaknesses. We don't use weaknesses as a way to pull down others, to worsen the situation of others. We use these weaknesses as a way to help them overcome, to see what can I do to help you come out of those weaknesses. That is the greatest gift we can do to our families, to our friends, to the people we meet, those we know and those we do not know. So how is the relationship between us as brothers at home? First of all, charity begins at home. How is our relationship at home? Are we friends to each other? Are we friends to the mother, our mother, our father, and our own brothers and sisters? Are we friends to each other? Do we make things easier for each other at home? Do we do our best at home? Or we begin being jealous to the others. A person who is jealous is a person who does not look at the blessings that are in him or her. He looks at only the things that are lacking in him, and he begins looking and pointing at the other, the other, and then becomes a negative pointing. Instead of looking at the good giftedness of the other so that I can learn from that person, he looks at it as a threat because he's insecure inside, because he has not learned to count the blessings that are in the person. How many people kill others because of jealousy? This is what Joseph was going through with his brothers. They wanted to kill Joseph, not because Joseph was a bad person, but because the father was friendly to him. He was so favoring, showing some kind of closeness to Joseph as a young brother, of course, who needs attention. But our mothers and fathers, keep in mind, they love us as we are. They love us all as we are. Of course, there are some who need special attention, maybe because they are struggling in life, maybe because they are weak. But deep in their heart, the love is for all of us as we are, however stubborn we are. That's how also God loves us. But that's how we are invited to do, that we welcome each other and we love each other as they are. And we help each other grow, walk together. In the joys, in the challenges, we walk together. And one person's success is my success, not jealousy. Jealousy kills. One person's failure is my opportunity to see how to help that person come out of the failure. One is falling down to see how to lift him up. This is how things should be. Now, Joseph was rejected by his own brothers, but he chose to be strong. He was blessed by God, of course, and protected by God, of course. You know, when we are with God, things work out even when you're thrown into the darkness, into the pit, into the pains, even when you're going through difficulties. If you keep holding on to God, things will work out for the best. We see Joseph did not give up. He held on to God. He chose to look at the positive side of whatever is negative. And he chose to be strong. He chose to rise up, to bounce back, to hold his life in his hands and move ahead with God, even when his brothers wished him badly. And he moves ahead, and when he reaches Egypt, when there was famine over there, we see that he reaches there and he shares his gifts of interpreting dreams to the king. However small the gifts are, can be an opportunity to even rise to higher and higher levels. can be opportunities. The gifts we have can be opportunities to make this world a better place. It can be opportunities to share our goodness to others, to bring joy to others. This is what Joseph did with his gift of interpreting dreams. He was promoted to be the governor, the one controlling the foodstuffs and everything in the country. Imagine. And now the one who was thrown and forgotten, kind of like rotten and thrown and rejected by his brothers, is the one who will save his own brothers when the time of famine came into the country. But one thing, as we were sharing here, is not all will be strong like the way Joseph was. So be careful the words you say. Be careful the actions you do. Be careful when you throw others on the pit. Be careful when you reject others. Some may not have strength to rise up as Joseph did. Please, let's be gentle to others. Let's be kind to others. Let's be good to others. Because not all are strong and fortunate like Joseph. And so we see in this situation, Joseph rises, bounces back. It's like saying, if you consider me as rubbish, I've come out of manure and I've given up the best of myself. And so there are people who are thrown like that. And so we see he saves his brothers because he's in charge of the food. And his brothers come begging for food. And later on they realize that the person they threw away and rejected is the one saving them from the famine which was going to kill them. They wanted to kill Joseph and destroy him. But it's Joseph whom they wanted to kill who gives life to them. It's the same as Jesus also. That Jesus was killed, but yet later on he will give life forever. In the same with you, you may go through challenges, difficulties. People will reject you maybe. They will say all kinds of words to you. They will do every kind of thing to you. But just know that every time they throw things, rubbish on you, is an opportunity for you to rise, to give good fruits to them. It requires patience. It requires grace, blessings. But the Spirit of the Lord is working in us to see us through these situations which are difficult. They will not last long. And to be patient like a seed that is planted, that takes time to grow, but it will grow. It's like this. It's like a palm type of tree. You plant a seed and it looks like it is down and it will never grow. But time comes up and the momentum comes and you see all this growing. It may take even a year without sprouting and you may think it's dead. So keep throwing good seeds of goodness in people's hearts and be patient to others. This is what Joseph was. He was patient to his disciples who wished him death. It's like saying, if you wished me death, I've always wished you life, and here I am to save you from famine, and here is the food I share with you. This is how many people struggle in life like that. This is also a story to remind us that in life, there are situations, bad, difficult, challenging crosses that we may carry that may be not so easy for us to carry. We may even think, where is God? Yet God is working even those difficult challenges and is working out everything for our good of those who love Him, so that everything will work out for the good at the end of it all for those who love the Lord. So there are situations I feel like, oh, what is this? Why that? Yet in that situation, bad situation, that difficult situation where you are, God is bringing out the best. Just keep doing the best you can. Keep being patient, keep trusting the Lord, and sharing whatever you can, even requesting for advice and open enough to receive advice even from others, and you'll see great wonders happening in your life, in my life. And we see that in today's gospel also, we see a beautiful invitation that the Lord sends out, gives power to the disciples and sends out like apostles. Apostles one who sent to do what? To spread good news, to heal and to build and to make one holy, healthy people. And as they go out, remember the Lord sends them out. The Lord could have done the mission alone. Yes, He could have done, but He chose the apostles to continue the mission. Jesus could have done everything because He has power to do everything He wishes in any way He wants. But He chose the disciples, weak as they are, strong as they are, to go out Some even remember that they will even run away from him, yet he chooses them. Some denied him like Peter. This chooses them. Some even betray him like Judas. Jesus chooses us as we are, and he empowers us to go and spread good news. But he says he sends them, first of all, to the lost sheep. We are sent to those who are struggling in the family, who are lost in my family. The Lord sends us to the lost in the family. The lost sheep was Israel, the Jew people, that from there, salvation can now reach the rest of the pagans and the non-believers. Not that it remains in the Jewish people, no. Not that goodness begins and remains at home. No, charity begins at home, but continues to spread everywhere. We just start at home. We just start from wherever we are in order to spread the good news everywhere. Charity begins at home. And this is my wish for you, my brother, my sister, that we continue developing that goodness at home, sharing with our brothers. Greetings from Europe, dear friends.